2, 2. Check, check. 2.
still got more in my pocket. After party if you're at the bar table.
Shalom Rockers, please make your way to the steps. Shalom Rockers, please make your way to the steps. Just get up here and I'll try to figure out. It's on the chair.
If you're from JLab or TBSIS school too, you should come up here on the floor if you were learning with Mason. Please take programs in the back. Please take programs in the back. These need to be as high as we can. Please take programs in the back. Test, test. Bring it up. Test. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up. Oh, okay. Did anybody see a pair of glasses in the social hall? Vanessa Ressler is looking for her glasses. Very important. Really nice ones. Designer. I know, I could tell. Please bring them to her.
TBSIS. If you are a TBSIS, that is the Temple Beth Shalom Innovative School. If you are one of our amazing students, I would love for you to come join me over here, Mason, in case you can't see where I am, on the bima over here. Okay, right here. Yes, thank you. Excellent, Gavin. Yes. If you are a foundation, a JLab student or a foundation school student, and you know the words, we would love to have you up here as well. Mash, you can be here. Moss, I would love to have you up here. Anybody who wants to be here, who would like to join us, please come do so now. Thank you so much.
I'll have some of the teachers.
Chag Purim Sameach. All right. Happy Poppins Purim, everybody. We want you to come in and take a seat and get ready. We have a really, really nice show for you. And here's the thing about the show. There are song sheets, song booklets in the back. This is not our spiel up here. This is our spiel, all of us, okay? That means that this was written for you to participate. You are singing all of the songs with us. There are some notations that shows that there's some solos, but other than that, you are singing along, okay? Think Rocky Horror Picture Show, okay? All right, good. Some of you are my age. Okay, all right. So we're just about to get started. We have lots of participants. If you open up your program, you will notice all of the people that put their heart and soul into this incredible production. And speaking of that, I want you to take a look at the gorgeous backdrop made by Miss Lee and her second grade students. Miss Lee, I know she's not here, but I want to give this to her husband. Lior, where are you? I don't know where you are, but I think you're here. He's coming up. We are so indebted to her and her students. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. Okay. All right. We welcome the Sholom Rockers as well as the TBSIS students and J-Lab students who will be helping us with the music. Okay? But without further ado, we welcome to Temple Beth Shalom, Mary Poppins Purim.
Everybody, happy Purim, and welcome to Temple Beth Shalom's Poppins Purim. Tonight, a story of learning, faith, humor, love, and conflict. One of the new classics of Purim celebration. Stay with us as Bert, Admiral Boom, the Banks family, and of course me, Mary Poppins herself, practically perfect in every way, all lead us on a journey from number 17 Cherry Tree Lane at the beginning of the 20th century to Shushan some 2,400 years ago. Yes, Shushan, that walled city in Persia where long, long ago the life of every Jewish man, woman, and child was on the line when a despicable, evil villain plotted their doom.
All right, and I'm opening up my Megillat Esther. Take a look. And the first thing it says is, all groggers are quiet until you hear that certain name. That's the first thing in this Megillah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Vayehi b'mei Achashverosh, hu Achashverosh, hamolech mehodu v'ad kush, sheva Vesrim mea medina bayamim hahem keshevet hamelech Achashverosh al kisei malchuto asher b'Shushan habira bishnat shalosh lemalcho asa mishte lekol sarav avadav chel paras umadai hapartamim v'sarai hamedinot lefanav.
It happened in the days of King Ahasuerus, who reigned over 127 provinces from India to Nubia. In those days, when the king occupied the royal throne in the fortress of Shushan in the 3rd year of his reign, he gave a banquet for all the officials and administrators of Persia and Media. he threw a royal bash for all the nobles and the governors of the provinces in his service.
Ahasuerus asked for something, that's what they do. So when he throws a party for his drunken rowdy ranks, he goes for Queen Vashti, but she calmly says no. See, Vashti has a brain, she is the talk of all the time. She won't go to parties where everyone. Ahasuerus is embarrassed, feeling so uncool. Cannot let her have her way, he looked just like a fool. I diddy diddy die giddy die. I diddy diddy die giddy die. I diddy diddy die giddy die. I diddy diddy die. In order to save face, the king drums Vashti from his house, in hope that women everywhere were listening to their spouse. But now he feels that something is missing from his life. He's made his point and saved his crowd, but now he's lost his wife. Oh, we've a Purim tell and haven't got much time. Comedy and trick, and we've got to make it rhyme. Quite a cast of characters, but we won't let this scare us. Barring one buffoon, like King Ahasuerus. Barring one buffoon, King Ahasuerus. Thank you, students. You can be seated. Thank you so much.
So the king throws a party and the booze flows freely.
What happened?
He tells his friends they can have anything they want.
And you?
Queen Vashti!
The king's wife?
Yes!
Doesn't she care?
Only that Vashti says no.
All right. Bayom hashvi kitov lehamelech bayayin.
On the 7th day, when the king is merry with wine, he orders the 7 eunuchs to bring Queen Vashti before the king, wearing a royal diadem, to display her beauty to the peoples and the officials, for she is a beautiful woman. But Queen Vashti refuses to come at the king's command, conveyed by the eunuchs.
That's all she does?
Yes.
She doesn't yell at her husband?
No.
She doesn't demand a Robert Mueller investigation?
No.
She doesn't delete his Amazon Prime account?
Not at all.
And he throws her out?
Forever.
Because?
Because his wisest advisors tell him that Vashti's behavior will cause wives throughout the kingdom to disobey their husbands. That very day, a royal edict is issued that Vashti will never enter the presence of the king again.
What happens to her?
She never enters the presence of the king again.
Anything else?
Oh yes. Sometime in the late 20th century, Jewish women will admire Vashti for her courage to defy her husband's insensitive abuse. #MeToo movement.
Soon after Vashti leaves the realm, Ahash is lonely at the helm. He longs to have a woman by his side. His aide suggests that he decree a beauty pageancy to find a girl to brighten up this world. All the maids of the kingdom, they assemble in Shushan. A synonym is on in satin and chiffon. King Ahash gets to thinking that to heaven he has gone in a most delightful way. Inside of Shushan lives a guy, goes by the name of Mordecai. In error, uncle's cousin has been called. Inside the scroll from all the buzzing, it's clear that he's her cousin. So don't transgress, please use the right address. Esther goes to the palace where a eunuch named Haggai, who fair cherry pie, helps Esther beautify. He gives Esther some makeup made by L'Oreal and I, free because she pleased him so. Just one more item you should know before we carry on our show. These cousins have a secret they have kept. Esther and Mordecai did choose to hide that they are Jews, a Gordian knot to thicken up our plot. King Ahash marries Esther in his 7th year as king. He offers her a ring and he cuts all the taxes like a good Republic king. In a most short-sightful, still he felt delight, perhaps in its indictful way. Tell us about...
Seems that 2 of the king's eunuchs, Bigtan and Teresh, think King Ahasuerus would be a better king if he were dead.
Aren't they?
Perhaps, but it's still kind of against the law. Fortunately, Mordecai is out shopping that very morning at the palace gate shops. He sees these chaps trying out new iPhones at the Apple store. They're speaking to one of their mums, telling her that not only do they have jobs working for the king, but they're going to kill him too.
What does Mordecai do?
He tells them they have better cell phones at the Sprint store. That buys him some time. And then he runs to tell Esther, and Esther tells the king.
And Bigtan and Teresh?
I don't think they'll be renewing with Sprint anytime soon.
What happens next?
Someone chants more of the Megillah. And if I were you, and I'm not, but if I were, I'd listen carefully for a particular name that causes a particular response.
Achar hadavarim ha'ele Gidal HaMelech Achashverosh et Haman.
Good. Sometime afterward, King Ahasuerus promotes Haman seating him higher than any of his fellow officials. All the king's courtiers in the palace gate kneel and bow low to Haman. For such was the king's order concerning him. But Mordecai will not kneel or bow low.
Mordecai won't bow down?
Jews don't bow to anyone.
Not true at all. Jews have bowed to kings for eons.
So why is Mordecai causing so much trouble?
Because this chap...
What chap?
This chap...
What chap?
You're going to make me say his name, aren't you?
It's Purim, isn't it?
Okay. Haman. Haman is a descendant of Amalek. Amalek's warriors attacked the Israelites during their 40 years in the desert, aiming for their sick and their elderly, anyone who would not excel in battle. So according to Jewish tradition, a Jew is forbidden from bowing down to a descendant of Amalek.
And do we know anyone descended from Amalek?
Haman.
Thank you, yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love your noise, thank you for your applause. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby. I love the power, ha 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 ha, of Persia's number 2. This is my hour, ha 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 ha. nothing that I cannot do. The more I think in my prime, the more I dream of how when I walk on by, like my new suit, and everybody will bow, ha ha bow, ha ha bow, and everybody will bow.
Morty refuses to do it, won't kiss Haman's old ring.
You love me, you love
He
me,
knows the jerk's pedigree, harkens
you love
back
me.
to the Amalekite king.
He then refuses, Mordecai that is. I blow 6 fuses, me that is. That's how the trouble begins. Oh no. I then decry that no one dares defy. I can't believe this whole crazy thing actually. So I toss some Purim. They determine the day on which I'll destroy all the Jews. The king cannot glean, I'll target his queen. He lets me then tighten the screws. I have a plan.
What will we do?
It's quite spectacular. I'll see their fate
Someone must act.
on the 13th of Adar.
If we just sit, how can we sing? The clock will tick away. Where's Mordecai? He started. We can't wait, no time to delay. Hey, hey, we need him to come save the day.
No way.
The new Prime Minister has a particular kind of problem.
What's the problem?
He can't constructively channel his anger. He's unable to process his disappointments in a way that is mature and constructive.
Huh?
He's a bully and a big baby. He resents Mordecai, so he goes after Mordecai's entire community, the Jews of Shushan.
Can't they do something to stop him?
Like what?
Like send him to the other side of the Mexican border?
Now, let's not get political on the beamer.
What will we do? What will we do?
So Haman...
Thank you, you love me, thank you. Thank you, Nancy and Bobby, for coming.
Haman is so angry at Mordecai, he's going after all the Jews. He rolled the Purim, the royal dice, and chose the 13th of Adar as the day he'll kill them all.
13th of Adar.
Okay. Vayasar hamelech et tabato me'al yado vayitna lehaman.
Haman said to Haman said to King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered and dispersed amongst the other peoples in all the provinces of your realm, whose laws are different from those of any other people, and who do not obey the king's laws. It is not in your majesty's interest to tolerate them.
Haman said to the king, if it please your majesty, let an edict be drawn for their destruction. Thereupon the king removed his ring, and gave it to Haman. And the king said, these people are yours to do with as you see fit.
Are in big trouble.
You bet they are.
What should we do now?
What else? Sing another song.
Megillat Esther, a most challenging tale. Our actors hide answers. Are you singing? Which one is the hero and which one is the crook? To uncover that, you must take a deep look inside of the pages of Esther's book. Mordecai finds out about the decree. He tears at his cloth, crying, how can this be? He wanders through town to the palace's gate and calls out to Esther, our danger is great. Megillat Esther, a most challenging tale. Our actors hide answers behind a thin veil. Which one is the hero? Which one is the crook? To uncover that, you must take a deep look inside of the pages of Esther's book. Eunuchs and maidens bring Esther the news of how Haman plans to destroy all the Jews. In Esther's great sadness, she picks out some clothes to dress up her cousin whose wardrobe she loathes. Mordecai begs his sweet cousin to act, lest Achash and Haman make good on their pact. Heavens, no, cousin Mort, the king I'll not see. He'd likely be angry and then punish me. Don't, Morty warned her, your end this will be. Megillat Esther, a most challenging tale. Our actors hide answers behind a thin veil. Which one is the hero and which one is crook? To uncover that, you must take a deep look inside of the pages of Esther's book.
I don't get it. Is Esther the hero of our story or the
Not yet. She's not interested in jeopardizing her own well-being. Still, business is business, and you don't interrupt the king without his calling for you. Fortunately, Esther finally understands that her destiny is linked to her people's destiny.
And her own safety depends on theirs. Vatomer Esther Vatomer Esther lehashiv el Mordechai.
Esther sends word to Mordecai, assemble all the Jews who live in Shushan and fast on my behalf. Do not eat or drink for 3 days and nights. I and my maidens will observe the same fast. Then I shall go to the king, though it's contrary to the law. And if I am to perish, I shall perish.
Wow, that's a different tune.
You bet it is. After the 3rd day, Esther musters up the nerve to approach her husband.
What does she do?
Vahi chirot hamelech et Esther hamakah.
As soon as the king sees Queen Esther standing in the court, she wins his favor. The king extends to Esther the golden scepter, which he has in his hand, and Esther approaches and touches the tip of the scepter. He offers her half his kingdom. All she has to do is ask.
Does she?
She does ask for something, but not half the kingdom.
What does she ask for?
For the king to come to dinner.
That's it?
Almost.
What else?
She wants him to bring a guest.
Who?
Haman!
You love me. Thank you. I can feel it. I feel the love.
Table for 3. Table for 3.
Dinner goes well. They eat, they talk, they laugh, they say goodnight.
That's it?
Almost.
What else?
Esther asks the 2 men to join her for dinner again the next evening.
And that's it?
That's it.
That's ridiculous.
Well, at least one person was really pleased.
Who?
Haman! But he won't be pleased for long. That very night, the king can't sleep. The king, who would be sitting on a chair at the front of the stage.
The king.
He has the royal chronicles brought to him, and he begins to read, learning that while Mordecai is responsible for thwarting the efforts of Bigtan and Teresh to assassinate him, Mordecai's never been rewarded. At that very moment, Haman, who's been wandering the palace corridors, sticks his head into the king's bedroom. Isn't this entire story a little weird? He sticks his head into the king's bedroom, who asks him, "What should be done for a man whom the king desires to honor?" Haman says to himself, "Whom would the king desire to honor more than me?" So Haman says to the king, "For the man whom the king desires to honor, let royal garb which the king has worn be brought, and a horse on which the king has ridden, and on whose head a royal diadem has been set. Let the man whom the king desires to honor be attired and paraded on the horse through the city square, while they proclaim before him, 'This is what is done for the man whom the king desires to honor.'" Fantastic idea, the king says to Haman. "Get all that you have said and do this for Mordecai the Jew."
Oi, that couldn't have gone over too well.
It didn't.
What happened next?
Time arrives for the second banquet. The two men reappear at Esther's door. Reappearing right now. And you will never guess what happens.
What happens?
Let's chant the Megillah one last time and sing this song to find out.
Vayavo Haman Vayomer lo Hamelech ma la'asod ba'ish asher Hamelech hafetz bikaro.
What a delicious surprise, feasting on Haman's demise. A tasty plan, no doubt. Supper with the queen, a trap-filled scene he'll not figure out. Oh, Haman and the king, they come to dinner. Esther makes them feel so fine. Every little detail is a winner. From the china to the wine, they spend the evening pleasant conversation, till Haman's heart is bursting with delight. The king says, "Sweetie Pooh, what can we do to show our royal gratitude to you?" Says Esther, "Why cut short this lovely feeling? Let's do it all again tomorrow night." That's when the story gets hot. Esther exposes the plot for Jews to meet their doom. Hearing Haman's plan that he's the man, the king storms from the room. Oh, Haman begs the queen for her forgiveness. She won't give him time of day, though he keeps on seeking absolution. Esther tells him, "Go away. Go away, Haman.
Slugs here." She taunts him as she lays him.
Be gone with him.
The king walks in the door. He knows the score. He says to Haman, "You will breathe no more." And that's the way Queen Esther gave her people a jolly holiday in old, a jolly holiday in old, a jolly holiday in old Shushan.
Esther saves the day.
Hooray!
Mordecai's a hero. Hooray! Ahasuerus is still stupid. Haman is hanging out at the gallows. Not so fast there.
Now what?
There's the small yet not insignificant matter of the king's decree.
Which decree?
That the Jews of Shushan be wiped out.
But Haman's dead.
It's just not that simple. The story of Esther and Mordecai teaches us that good people can accomplish great things through clear thinking and compassionate action. The cause of justice is not an easy one. Bringing freedom, equality, and respect to those who've not had it can require negotiating around obstacles.
That's our job. To do what we can do to enrich the story and work to create a world in which all people are given the rights we want for ourselves.
So you'd better get to work. My job is now done. Happy Purim to you all. Goodbye now. Goodbye, children.
Goodbye, Mary Poppins. Goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Together, in a place you may have heard, in Shushan, as you know, an evil man named Haman said, the Jews have to go. What a terrible blow. Oh, there's an evil plot, Purim to cast lots. Esther shows the way and saves the day. Help make the world complete, never accept defeat. Evil we must beat. There's an evil plot to hurt, a list of cruel demands. Only Esther could save all the Jews of Shushan. Their livelihood was in Esther's hands. So Esther went before the king. She told him secret things. She stood very proud and spoke out loud. Learn from her pride inside to make the world complete. Evil we must Mary Poppins.
All of my children, come up on the stage. All of the children.
Oh, and all of you, thank you. Chag Sameach. Thank you.
Happy Purim, everyone! Happy Purim!